Have you ever reacted to something in a way that felt way bigger than the situation actually called for? Someone said something small and suddenly you were flooded, shut down, completely undone. And afterward you thought, why did I react like that? That wasn't even a big deal. This is a core wound being activated. And once you understand what that actually means, so much of your emotional life starts to make sense. Welcome to part one of my Core Wounds series, where your relationship patterns actually come from. I'm Stacey, a psychotherapist and a certified integrative attachment theory coach. Over these 5 videos, we are going to go deep on core wounds, what they are, where they come from, how to find yours, and most importantly, how to actually rewire them at the subconscious level. This is some of the most transformative work I do, and I'm so glad you're here for it. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's get into it. Welcome to Lesson 1, what core wounds actually are and where they come from. So let me start with a question. Have you ever reacted to something in a way that felt way bigger than the situation actually called for? Like someone said something small and suddenly you were flooded, shut down, defensive, or completely undone? And maybe afterward you thought, why did I react like that? That wasn't even a big deal. That is a core wound being activated. And once you understand what that actually means, so much of your emotional experience starts to make sense. So, what is a core wound? A core wound is a deeply held subconscious belief about yourself. Not a conscious thought, not something you are choosing to think. It's a belief that got downloaded into your nervous system early in life, usually before the age of 8, and has been quietly running in the background ever since. These beliefs sound like things like, I am not enough, I am unlovable, I will be abandoned, I don't matter, I am unsafe, something is wrong with me, and more. And here's the thing about subconscious beliefs. Your nervous system treats them as absolute truth, not as possibilities, not as fears, as facts. So when something happens in your life that even slightly resembles the original experience that created that wound, your nervous system responds as if the belief is being confirmed all over again. This is why the reactions feel so big, because to your subconscious, it is not a small moment, it's evidence. I love this analogy because it really helps this click. Think of your mind like a computer. Your subconscious is the operating system. And from the time you were born up through about age 8, you were in what was basically a constant download state. Your brain was absorbing everything around you and turning it into programs. How emotions were handled in your home, whether your needs were met reliably, whether love felt safe and consistent or conditional and unpredictable, whether the people around you repaired after conflict or let things stay broken. All of that got stored as programs. And those programs are not the problem. A computer is not the problem, but the viruses it downloads can be. Core wounds are essentially the viruses. They were usually not even created by bad people. They were just what your nervous system absorbed given the environment you were in. And just like a computer virus, they run quietly in the background, affecting everything, even when you don't realize they're there. So why are these so hard to see? Here's what makes core wounds tricky. Because they formed so early and because they have been running for so long, they don't feel like beliefs. They feel like reality. When someone with an abandonment wound feels like their partner is pulling away, it doesn't feel like a fear. It feels like a fact, like something that is definitely happening and definitely means something terrible. When someone with a I am not enough wound makes a mistake at work, it doesn't feel like a bad day. It feels like confirmation of something they have always known about themselves. The subconscious does not question its own programming. It just looks for evidence to support what it already believes. This is why healing does not happen just by thinking differently. You can tell yourself 100 times that you're enough, But if the subconscious program says otherwise, the belief wins. That is why this work goes deeper than positive thinking, and that is exactly what we are going to explore across these 5 lessons. In the next lesson, we are going to look at how to actually recognize your core wounds in real time, using your emotions as a guide. Because your feelings are not random, they are information. And once you learn to read them, they will start pointing you directly to what is underneath. I will see you in lesson 2. If this resonated with you, subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. And if you want to go even deeper, I have a full library of mini courses on attachment healing and relationship patterns on Insight Timer. This series is just a taste of what is over there. The link is in the description. I will see you in the next one.